Whoa, wait.
Goodbye.
Yeah. It's YouTube, so we know it's gonna work. Unlike stinking Twitch.
I mean,
Stop.
I know how to
Stop.
work it.
I don't care. I will sue your mother.
We don't have much.
Do weebs have moms? Or are
Do
they
weebs
asexual?
have moms? Well, obviously, weebs have moms.
Are you sure? I thought weebs were
Just
asexual.
look at the MILF Isekai. It tells you that weebs have moms.
Stop it. Okay, are we live or... Oh wait, I forgot.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
we are. Hello, Valkuza. And hello, Doombringer. Doombringer called you bald.
I'm bald?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I probably do have a picture of me bald when I was a kid.
Hello. Welcome to Underrated Anime.
Woo!
Are you ready to hear of the most underrated crap of your life? This crap will be a 3 meal. Plus dessert and salad. It's gonna be very delicious.
That is some tasty, tasty sounding crap.
Hello, everybody. My name is Pokesel, the host of Anime Academy, and today I am joined with the co-host Johnny Boy. Here's Johnny.
Yellow, everybody. What's up?
Um, Basically, the Anime Academy is where we are the teachers, and we're gonna teach you on why your taste in anime is shit. But why? But there's a catch. Here's the catch. The teachers disagree with each other.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, shall we begin? We have 3 people watching. Do you want to tweet it out and I'll post on my server?
uh,
You're
do you
driving
want
right
me
now.
to tweet out, or do you want to tweet and I'll just retweet? Because I'm kind of on the road right now.
Yeah, it might be easier for you to just retweet it, right? Instead of like typing while you get into a car accident.
Yeah, I'd rather not do that.
Okay, I'm trying to see where it's showing up on Pokesal Plays, but it is being gay because I'm on my own channel probably.
Oh gosh, I
Doom-
just now opened Twitter after like a day of not looking at it, and my mentions are everywhere. Oh gosh.
Okay. So today we are going to teach you guys a lot of information, such as why I have a JoJo pin, why Johnny Boy doesn't understand anime. Wait, what?
What?
What the heck? I can't see the stream. Am I even streaming, guys, or are you guys trolling me? Yes, I still play Save the World sometimes. Are you guys trolling me? Is this just a group of people who hate me? I have no clue.
Type Pokestal is gay in the chat if you can hear me.
You guys can't hear him, right? Because he's gay. He's lying to you guys. He's trying to trick you guys into telling lies. You can't do that to me, man. You can't, like, ruin my status as an individual. I mean, my profile picture's already doing that, but still.
Why are you gay?
Ooh, you're the one that's gay here. Excuse me.
Wow,
I am the real Chad here.
right there.
Okay, I am uploading the Anime Academy profile picture to the YouTube channel while I'm streaming. That is right. First stream, we're setting up the YouTube channel, and we're talking about underrated anime. You know, underrated.
Did you tweet it out or no?
No, not yet. I don't really use Twitter at all. So,
Okay.
I'll just send you a link to it, and you can just post that link and be like, see if anybody actually comes. Just, they might click the link if they're curious.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, no, wait, am I live or am I not? I'm so confused right now. Am I live or am I not? You're
I don't know.
live. Volkub says you are live. Okay. So,
But wait, they're not saying that you're gay though.
that's because nobody likes you. Poxo is not gay. He is. Oh, he called you gay, Johnny boy.
Wow. Okay.
That is right, guys. Johnny boy is very much gay. You see, I got that
I mean,
loyalty here.
I am going to be voice acting an actually gay character. So.
Wow, you are gay. Okay, so it says I'm live, but I don't think I can see the fact that I'm live because I'm logged into my own YouTube channel.
Possibly.
So I'm gonna switch to my. Yep, I switched to my second account and it shows the link. I know.
Huzzah!
Wow, this. I'm gonna sue this entire server. We've been streaming for 6 minutes, and we've accomplished nothing.
Nope, no, we have not. Welcome.
Okay, I posted the link in the group chat, and I'm gonna do it on my server. Okay, I also have to make him paint our banner.
Alright, we'll see. We'll see how many people actually.
Yeah, I'm playing on my
road.
server. Yeah, so who knows?
I mean, if you're on, are you in my Discord server?
No, I'm on the Kingdom of Anime.
You should also do my Discord server. Just ignore the fact that it's all dead.
Okay. Is it linked in your YouTube channel before we begin this?
I hope so.
Hello, AA Rons. Welcome to the Anime Academy, where we teach why your opinions in anime is shit.
Yep.
And why our opinions are objective. He types in, oh wow. Okay, it's fine. I won't do your Discord server. We can do that next time. I'll join it. So, shall we begin on the topic? Well, before we get into underrated anime, I just wanted to say, guess what happened? Have you heard the news, Johnny boy?
What's the news? About Bleach?
Yes, Bleach is making a return.
Yes, I have heard.
It is gonna be the greatest return of all time. ReZero Season 2, throw that in the bucket. Bleach is where it's at.
Whoa, I wouldn't say that. It's postponed, not in the bucket.
Who cares about ReZero? The only anime.
I care about ReZero.
Yes, Bleach is making a return. That's gonna be epic. I'm super pumped about that.
I dropped it.
You are also a degenerate. So anyway.
Same to you.
Excuse me? Nope. You called me a man of culture. You can't.
Was it on stream though?
No, but I have evidence on. No. Google Forms. I can show them. Okay.
Oh no. Wait. What did I do?
Vogs, I have another channel named Poxel. This is my podcast channel. It's shared with Johnny Boy and Diva Mika, but then it's also, we might bring Lord Brigo on for some time, which will be really cool if we can.
Yeah, for a future podcast.
He's not a co-host, but he's going to be a guest for a couple. He said he would. Oh, somebody said that they guest with us. Should I add him? Sure. I don't see why not.
Ask it for it.
Okay, I added him. Okay, I'm reading him.
Oh, who is that?
Cryptic Rose. He has crap taste in anime. Just warning you. Hello, Cryptic Rose. Right. You are live on the Anime Academy. So we got a substitute teacher here. Oh. So you are considered a substitute teacher. Congratulations. Your goal here is to teach why our viewers' anime taste is shit, and why we have the objective taste. However, there is one twist. We all have a different opinion. Anyway, this is gonna be the
Yep.
most underrated anime of all time. Kai, sorry, I'm just too used to calling it that. Cryptic Rose, you have 5 seconds to think of your two underrated anime. I guess we will begin with Johnny Boy. Warning, I already know Johnny Boys. It's gonna be Fairy Tail, Fairy Tail 2014, and Fairy Tail the Final Series.
Okay. Now, hear me out. Fairy Tail will be one of them. Not gonna lie, it is gonna be one of them. It is very underrated. It is now when I say underrated, I mean on the hate area. It's one of those anime where you either love it or you hate it, and there's a lot of hate for it, unfortunately. But it's got a lot of really good characters, great waifus. The plot is okay. What?
Hey, Ron said, I have the crappiest taste in anime. He says, oh, never mind. He likes Fairy Tail. We convert him. That's what one of yours says.
My gosh. No. No, don't diss my favorite anime like that. Oh my gosh, no. Not okay. But yeah, I really do like Fairy Tail a lot. And it's such a hated show, as we are currently listening. Well, I'm listening to. He's reading it. But Fairy Tail is very underrated. There are so many badass moments, man.
Okay. So, Fairy Tail, in my opinion, is a good anime to a degree. I feel like the big thing with it is there's a side that hates it a lot, and then there's a side that loves it too much. There's a side that gives it too much praise, and there's a side that gives it too many disses, if that makes sense. I feel like Fairy Tail's more in the middle. I feel like it's very mediocre in most parts. It's very repetitive. I think I gave it a 7 out of 10 on MAO. I don't think it's underrated, though, because I feel like there's a lot more people that like it than hate it, based on what I've seen in the community personally. Like, I'll look at a Fairy Tail opening song, and I'll see thousands being like, I can't believe people hate this. And I'll see maybe 5 or 10 people dissing it in the comment section. But, like, the
well, yeah,
changes...
because the real haters don't go out and search for Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
They just start spreading their own hate in their own corners. What were you gonna say?
I think that Chibi Reviews does it right.
Yeah. I'm planning for him. I have plans.
Come on. The Fairy Tail manga is cheaper than toilet paper. It is our best option.
I watched Fairy Tail. I think there was like a pirate arc, and then after that, I had no fucking idea what was happening.
Pirate arc?
Are you sure this isn't One Piece?
No, it was like a pirate, and then I had no idea. I think people dislike it because people are like, did you know that female is the main character?
Are you talking about?
Oh, don't tell me you're that person who is. Don't tell me you're that one of those people who think Lucy's the main character.
Lucy is the main character.
No, Fairy Tail is the main character of Fairy Tail.
What?
Those people who keep saying that main character, the entire guild is the main character.
But Lucy's where it's at. I mean, have you seen those thighs?
I can't argue with that.
Oh,
but have you seen?
Wait. I have a question for Kai. Oh, see, Endangered Unicorn. So Kai, were they like on a ship? Is that what you meant by a pirate arc? Because I know what you're talking about.
You were lagging. What did you say?
Were they on like a ship? Like, was it before the time travel scene?
It was like.
Well, the time.
It was
jump.
like there was like a water. I think people got captured or something, and I lost track of where the hell the arc was. I had no idea what was happening.
Water
so confused.
park.
There was a water park. There was like a water park scene. There was another scene where like
Were they
there
at the
were
beach?
I don't know, but it was like a water park, and that's when like I forget their names other than like
Was it
the firework.
before, during, or after the Magic Games?
I think before. I think it was
Okay, I think I know what he's talking
So before.
about. The island.
I
It's the
think I can
island.
find the scene. Yeah, yeah, the island.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
wait. Is that the one with the guy with the blue hair, or are we talking about something?
No, I
Oh
think.
no, Tenro Island.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Tenro Island.
Yeah, the time jump. That
Literally,
is.
if you type in fairy tale OVA, it's like the same thing. It's like
Hey,
it's like
Ron
Okay.
says, "Why
You
does
want
this
to-
sound like every filler arc ever?" Is what Hey Ron said. No,
It's
Hey
like
Ron,
it's
this
like
is actually
it's
the most
it's
important arc in Fairy Tail. I'd say one of the most important arcs. The
The
time,
Tenro Island arc is definitely one of the most
yeah.
important.
Now I will go ahead and say Magic Games is where it's at.
Oh heck yeah!
But
Magic Games is totally where it's at.
without
and then Totoro's a second, in my opinion.
without the island arc, there wouldn't have been the Magic Games. Like that arc would have meant nothing because it was like nothing and then everything. There's a lot of emotion, definitely, when it goes to Fairy Tail.
Yes, that was one of my favorite parts about it.
My favorite arc is gonna be when it ends.
You mean it end? Well, oh my.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm just glad we're getting. I'm just glad we're getting a 100-year quest anime. Which I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. It's definitely I'm gonna watch it. I have not finished the Fairy Tail final series. I stopped 3 episodes before it ended because I lost track of what was going on, and I need to restart that arc because I forgot everything.
Yeah, honestly, when I read it, I was super confused. That final is not the strongest arc in my opinion.
I hear a lot of people were
As much as
disappointed
people
with
say-
Makarov living. A lot of people were disappointed with
Yeah,
that.
honestly, I am too. As much as I love Makura, he should have died.
Okay.
It was such an impactful point in the series, but then he just wakes up later on. Like he literally used up his life to save his children, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm awake. Nothing wrong here."
It makes no sense. Kai, have you figured out your first underrated anime?
My first one is it's very controversial. Like it said, you either hate it or you like it.
Sword
And I
Art
feel like this-
Online.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
yeah, yeah.
please don't.
It is.
Oh,
it's
no!
Sword Art Online.
I guessed it. As soon as you
I
said
feel-
controversial, I was like, yeah, I know this.
The first season was not as bad as people said. Maybe the only thing I would say is the Gun Gale arc was okay. It was, and then maybe the elf bit. I liked like the first 3 episodes of the elf stuff, and then it just got going downhill. I thought it was a hentai. But other than that,
so-
you could say after Log Horizon, like Log Horizon and others, but I feel like SAO sparked a lot of the Izikikais that we have today. As after SAO, a lot of them started like funneling out. Like there was like maybe it was 5 every month. It was just an insane amount of.
If that, there was like a summer where there was like 7 or 8.
Isekai
Yeah,
killed
single-
Mecha. Isekai literally killed Mecha. It was the final hit for Mecha. You think I'm
Isekai
joking?
killed-
I will go ahead and say
Like
that
Log-
Isekai killed Mecha. If you take a look before Isekai, there were all these mecha shows coming in, and as soon as Isekai comes out and gets popular,
Oh, like the Gundam,
Mecha's just down.
the Gundam stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I will go ahead and say I'm very thankful for Sword Art Online. It was SAO and Bleach that were the first animes that I saw when I knew what anime was. Well, SAO,
Yeah.
Bleach,
Same.
and Blue Exorcist, but I only saw 1 episode of Blue Exorcist before I dropped it.
I've only seen like 3 or 4 episodes of Blue Exorcist. I need to get back into it. It
like
seems
every
the
time I
series-
hear Crossing Fields is a banger, a top 5 best anime openings. It just like puts a tier on. As Log Horizon really didn't spark a lot of Iziki Kaiser. I would be willing to argue that it was SAO that started. because right after Sao, there's so many, and we have so
Mm-hmm.
many great Isekai today, and there's some really bad ones. But like Shield Hero, really good.
Oh my gosh, I love Shield Hero.
I like
ReZero.
yeah,
ReZero's
I like
great, and don't you dare
the second season is coming, but the virus pushed it back. Those bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Game No Life. Is so good. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my.
Oh my gosh, I wish they would do season 2.
We did a movie. Did you see the
Konosuba.
movie? The movie was banger.
Was it? I didn't see a whole
The
lot. I
movie,
didn't
the
see a whole
movie,
lot. I
the
saw like the
movie,
first 5 minutes and I had to leave.
the movie made me cry. Oh my
Really?
god. And then
This
it was
season
really
actually, there was 2 really good isekais. One has nothing to do with Sao. Isekai Quartet, Sao has nothing to do with that. But one I would go ahead and say, it would not have become a reality without Sao being there first. And that would be what is it called?
Bofity?
I don't want to get hurt, so I'll put full points in defense or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Dag, that's the
Bofity.
best. I'm watching that. It's such a great anime.
Yes, it's
Is
definitely.
it?
It's
I
actually
need to watch it. I haven't seen any of it yet.
in my winter 2020 video that I'm working on. It has won one of the 5 awards. I'm giving 5 awards to 15 different anime.
Like I just watched the new episode. There's also another one that I've been watching. It's like it's like a
Infinite
school made of
Dendrogram?
animals.
Oh,
No, I watched that one too. I'm watching that, but there's another one. It's just like it's like a student full of. So there's like elephant teachers, and then there's like Nico cat girls.
Oh, is it?
It's amazing.
Kai, you're for.
Anyway, back on the topic of
Sword Art Online.
SAO.
So I loved the
I
first
do
arc.
wanna-
Oh, sorry, Giant Boy. You go ahead, and then I'll talk.
So first arc, phenomenal. First episode, even more so. It is a phenomenal idea. The concept of it could have been a masterpiece if they'd done it right. Don't get me wrong, it is such a great anime, but the Alf and okay, so is it Alfheim?
Yes, it's Alfheim Online.
Yeah.
Alfheim.
Elfheim was next, and it was okay. I liked it at least. I enjoyed it. Gun Gale Online wasn't the greatest. I really liked the villain, but that was about it, in my opinion. Overall, it's not, in my opinion. I don't dog on it, but I don't like praise it.
I think.
Yeah, like, did you guys see the
what?
did you guys see the 2 new seasons coming up?
I hear
the,
that
Alicization
is
or-
really good from what I hear. From what I hear, it's
Yeah, that's
really
what
good.
I've heard as well.
I haven't seen it.
It's really good.
Kirito's like what? An actually depressed cripple?
Oh,
and
Kirito's a
everyone's
side
like, "Oh my
character
gosh."
now because he's a side character.
Oh gosh,
was a-
really?
It was
Yeah.
really good at the new season or whatever that came out with like the Night Girl or whatever. That was really good. And then the other one,
Everybody says
the
it's a
new one
ripoff
coming
of
out, the
Fate.
final. I mean, and if you want to go that way, I would say every Isekai is a ripoff of SAO.
Okay, so Sword Art Online, I think OP1 does a phenomenal job at what it does. I don't think it's top 5 best openings, but it's definitely top 5 best opening
What?
songs. Top 5 best opening songs, but I don't think the opening at all is perfect. I feel like it has a lot of flaws. If you guys want to explore that further, I recommend Mother's Basement Sword Art Online opening video. He does a phenomenal job. But I still like Crossing Fields. It brings back so many memories in my head, and I love the opening. But the big thing with SAO, in my opinion, is Arc 1 was meh. And I know a lot of people give Arc 1 all this praise, or disses, it depends. But how I feel with SAO is Episode 1 of Season 1 was one of the greatest Episode 1s of all time. Episode 1 was really well done. It gave the idea perfectly. It portrayed the fear that everybody had almost perfectly. It showed how most people were dressing up as girls, which is obviously what's going to happen when it's a game.
It was great.
It's almost a perfect episode. I don't think I would change anything in episode 1 of how it portrays stuff, except for the fact that they used a paper cut to show that everything was true. A paper cut.
And then they had like, yeah, that was kind of weird. But
episode 2 was
if
alright.
If you have seen SAO Abridged, they actually went a bit further on that whole guys being girls thing, and the big black guy whose name I can never remember, other than Tiff, he named himself Tiffany and was gonna be a girl. Oh, that was just SAO Abridged, man. It's hilarious.
SAO Bridge is the greatest bridge. Now, one last thing.
I feel like...
Huh?
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay. Sword Art Online, I gave Arc 1 praise. I think once Yui gets born, it starts to go slightly on the decline. I feel like she brings out a lot of problems throughout the series, personally. And I feel like then on forward, SAO becomes less than mediocre. I feel like there are a total of 4 really well written, amazing episodes in Sword Art Online. And I feel like the rest is meh-ish. It drives the plot forward well enough. And then Alfheim Online, I hated. I felt like it was just Sword Art Online, but with magic, and it was lame in my eyes. But different opinions on that. I was a kid when I was watching this, so you can kind of understand my mindset.
Yeah.
I wanted more sword-to-sword action back then. Now, I've rewatched it, and I find a lot more flaws with Alfheim. I hate how they treated Asuna's character. I probably mispronounced that, sorry.
Yeah.
Arc 3 Gun Gale Online. The opening. I love the chorus. Well, not the chorus, but like the words and how they're said. But the opening itself gives far too much away. You can just watch the opening and figure out who... Yes, I remember Spixie Trials. You can just immediately realize who that enemy is. Who is Death Gun, if you watch it closely enough and pay attention to the
Yeah,
opening.
that's why I was at a phase where I would just skip all of every single opening because I'm extremely I'm an analysis. I analyze everything I see. So every single time there's an opening, I would dissect it, and I would easily find out what's going to happen through, which really bummed me out because I'm like, well, now I know the whole show.
That's the big problem with Erased, but that's for a different topic. Now, here's when SAO went from being really good to kind of bad, meh, to absolutely terrible. The 4th arc, the 2nd arc of season 2. I don't know what about it, but after episode, like the 4th episode in, I dropped it. I could not continue watching. It was... This is Excalibur arc, including with the other stuff with Asuna. I could not continue watching it. I know a lot of people liked the Asuna thingy with that other chick. Like, I know a lot of people liked that part, but Excalibur was boring as heck, and I found that arc kind of boring as well. And that's when I just dropped it. I didn't finish SAO2, and I am proud to say that I didn't. Well, not proud in that way, but you get what I mean. I don't really care to continue the SAO2. I dropped it. I would say almost finishing it. I was on like episode 20. Yeah, I might just watch Alicization and not watch the last 4 episodes of SAO2 because I don't want to rewatch Excalibur arc. That's my opinion on SAO.
I think the only thing they could have changed is after like the first end of the season arc. I feel like they could have not like maybe dragged it out of it because I think they were on like the 40th floor, and then they were like, oh, big boss, and I was like, the Excalibur arc, I think the only thing I liked about that is I liked seeing everybody fighting. I like to see like the blacksmith girl and the sniper and like her little elf thing or whatever.
Oh yeah,
like,
Simon was an absolutely amazing character in SAO2. She was driving the show in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
After Kirito kind of failed in season 1 during Alfheim Online, I felt like he kind of became a bad character, stale after that. And that's one problem that people run into with SAO is characters can become stale and bland over time.
Yep.
If they don't have a personality. And the problem was SAO characters never had a personality. They were kind of given no personality, just hobbies. And SAO thought that hobbies would define their personality, but it didn't do it very well. Kirito kind of started to have one, but it was too bland too quick, in my opinion. But I definitely agree with you that it does not deserve the hate that it gets. I'm surprised that I guessed SAO, though. I was just like, I had no idea. I was just like, Sword Art Online.
Yeah, it was just, I liked it overall, and like every time I hear Crossing Field, it brings tears.
Shall we move on to the next one?
Yep,
Sure.
that would
Okay.
be yours, I believe.
Yep. JoJo Part 2.
I can't even talk about that.
Part 2, is that with Joseph Joestar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I haven't finished 2 actually, but I actually was very bored with the first part, and the second part is what's driving me forward, to be honest.
That is where I'm
I like
remembering
it so
things.
far.
I haven't finished Part 2 either. And I'm gonna say it's underrated here and now. Part 1 has a lot of bad rep for it. A lot of people, for some reason, dislike Part 1. It's 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, maybe. And it makes a lot of people drop the show and think that JoJo's dumb and the fans are just overhyping the show. And I will not deny this. The fans are definitely overhyping the show. JoJo isn't this absolutely insanely masterpiece in my eyes, but it is.
I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece, but
It's
it is
very
a lot of.
memey, and it's a very fun show to eat. It's like a full course meal. It's a lot to digest. There's a lot of. It's very well animated.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of the art style personally, but that was just my taste in anime personally. But if you truly look at it, there was a lot of effort that was put into it. And the reason why I think that's underrated is because people viewed the JoJo franchise a lot of times in Part 1. That's how I viewed it. So I was like, oh, this is completely overrated. You're like, to my friends, you guys must have trash taste in anime. Sword Art Online Arc 4, the Excalibur arc, was better than this. Well, Part 1 wasn't that bad, but it was very boring at times. And that was the problem.
Pretty slow at times as well.
And I don't feel like they developed Jonathan well enough. Now, once you get into Part 2, everything changes. But the problem is people view Part 2 like Part 1 if they haven't seen Part 2, if they decide to drop with Part 1. Because they view JoJo altogether. So I don't truly think that the JoJo franchise is completely underrated. I just feel like a lot of people do underrate it. But there's also a lot of people who overrate it. Like, if we were doing most overrated anime, I would list JoJo as one of them as well. But I also feel like it's underrated in some aspects as well. For the people the haters at least, of JoJo, they underrate the franchise a lot.
I mean, yeah, I feel like JoJo is far from a masterpiece. I feel like there's only 2 animes that come close to like being a masterpiece, and those would be like Promised Neverland in the first season of Tokyo Ghoul.
I'd include Code Geass up there personally, but yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say Code Geass is up there.
Demon Slayer I feel like is getting closer too, as it's really good. But JoJo, I have not watched JoJo, and I refuse to watch JoJo. I have a lot of friends who just go up to me in JoJo pose and just say JoJo references. It's ridiculous. I've made a pact to myself. I will never watch Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, or any of the big mainstream anime. It's just ridiculous.
You know, to be honest, I had a pact to myself for that I wouldn't watch One Piece as well. And here I am, blazing through the manga right now. So
I cannot even fathom watching 700 plus episodes.
So I can understand that kind of an ideal, but they're big for a reason a lot of times because they have a lot of cool fights in them. So I would recommend watching some of them, but it's truly up to you. My friends forced me to watch JoJo, and by forced I really mean forced. When they were at my house, they forced me to sit down and watch through it. I didn't want to watch it. I hated every part of episode part 1. I was like, this is so boring. I liked some parts of it. I'm not going to say I hated everything. But like I said, it's like a 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10. And then once I started part 2, it got pretty good. No. A. Rons says this. Kirito has a personality as he was strong.
Yeah, that's about it.
I'm fine moving on. I don't want to talk too much about JoJo.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yep. All right. So I go again?
Yes, go for it.
All right. So my second one is a more recent one. And that is Black Clover.
Yeah,
I had that as well.
Black Clover. It is this. Everyone is hating the anime. Yes, the manga. It looks so much better. The animation isn't top tier, but it's not bad.
Have you caught up to Black Clover?
What in the anime?
Yeah, in the anime.
I
believe
Asa
so.
really
I might be
annoying.
one episode behind, but
Did you see that? Oh my, that one scene where they like the three came up. Black Clover's fight scenes are like amazing. It's
yeah, I love the fight scene.
When the first like 5 episodes came out, people were like, it's a copy of Fairy Tail, Naruto, and just a whole bunch of other stuff, and it's just like.
People say Black Clover is gonna be one of the new big 3.
Some people say it already is.
Yeah, as you know, Johnny Boy, me and Black Clover have a interesting relationship. So my problem with Black Clover is it takes an entire arc to get rid of an annoying character, and that's name is Asta, Screamy Boy. Ah, you know. I haven't finished the first arc because of that. It's been hard to get through an annoying character like that. My sister loves it though. I definitely think it might get a bad rep because the first 20 episodes is really annoying, you know?
Yeah,
Black
not gonna lie,
Clover?
it
Oh
is.
my god. Yeah, those were the most boring episodes of my life.
I had to watch it in dubbed, to be honest.
Oh my
Because
god.
it's not nearly as bad in dubbed as it is in subbed.
I remember I was watching it on the couch and my dad was like, what the fuck is this?
Honestly, Zenitsu, his screaming is probably a little bit worse, arguably.
Well, I don't understand Asta screaming. That's my problem. He's like that one annoying person. Whereas, Subaru, for example, from Re:Zero, he has a reason for be screaming. He's like being tortured to death over and over. He has a reason to be annoying sometimes.
Yeah.
I find Subaru's character good. I don't find Asta's character good. But then again, I've only seen 2 episodes of Black Clover, so.
I feel like right when for Re:Zero, get off topic a bit. Like the whale arc, I feel like it got a little bit too dark. When with the hand guy, I feel like it got a tad too dark for me.
But you said that Tokyo Ghoul was a masterpiece.
I know. I was gonna say, are you telling me you think Tokyo Ghoul is darker than Re:Zero?
Yeah.
With the whale arc.
Yeah.
With the whale. Are you telling me that? With
Have
the whale
you read
arc
the Tokyo Ghoul manga?
Did you see what I have not read the manga, but have you seen what that man did to
the
Red?
whale
My girl?
erases people from existence,
Yeah, listen.
from all of time and space.
Well,
Tokyo Ghoul eats people.
Yes. So listen to me, Kai. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call you Kai because it's easier for me. Deal with it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright. So, here is the whale arc. Here is the Tokyo Ghoul manga level of horror. Oh, wait, you can't see my hands. Dang it. Alright. So, the whale arc is like a house. The Tokyo Ghoul, the horror in Tokyo Ghoul, is like a skyscraper.
I felt like Tokyo Ghoul's like horror and the eating people was less traumatic than me like seeing Rem just get like twisted. That was just something I don't know.
When did Rem get twisted?
I don't even think the eating people part is the most like horrorous part of Tokyo Ghoul.
Rem got twisted when that hand guy who had that invisible hand shit came out. She got fucked.
The sloth guy, the sin of sloth kind of person.
Yeah. The weird guy.
I don't remember his name. Oh, that's a cop.
A. Ron says the middle dude is an edgelord with no sense of hope. You're talking about Kai. Kai, you're an edgelord with no sense of hope, according to A. Rons.
I would agree on no sense of hope.
So wait, what were we talking about again?
We were talking about an underrated anime.
I know, but what underrated anime? I forgot.
Black Clover.
Oh yeah, Black Clover. Okay.
Gosh. Oh,
so yeah.
Hi there, dear. Please move.
Eat the deer.
Thank you. No, I'd rather not dent my car.
Okay, so Black Clover, like I said before, it's just because the first 20 episodes are a chore to get through. And I feel like that's why people hate on it. I have seen Giguk's video where he's defending Black Clover, and I'm willing to give it another shot. In fact, I might just skip over the first 20 episodes. I don't care if I have no clue what's going on. I cannot listen to a man scream for 20 episodes long.
Honestly, actually, I think you would be fine. There's not a whole lot that goes on in the first 20 episodes. Other than the fact that he gets into... Actually, there is a really cool scene that I can think of, actually.
I might watch it. I'll watch it sub with no volume.
If you can get some... if you can get up to, like, say, the trial where he's trying to become a magic knight, I think that's when it stops being annoying and it really gets interesting.
Oh yeah, I heard that was the part that Giguk brought up 1 year ago. Isn't it like on episode 100 and like something?
Is it? I don't know. It's been a while. All the episodes just blur together at this point.
That's kind of what Bleach did to me.
It's kind of what One Piece is doing to me, to be honest.
Yeah, that's another thing about those like big animes. I feel like I'd see a guy in like episode 100 and like episode 700 be like, who the fuck's that?
126 episodes. Woo. Okay.
Or like with Dragon Ball, like they took like 50 scenes to do a fight. Like
Dragon Ball, funny joke.
Dragon Ball.
This
10
is the
seconds last 10 minutes.
Literally.
Seriously.
So basically, Dragon Ball. This is a very old joke. Welcome back, Doombringer. A very old joke in Dragon Ball. Season 1, Ka. Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, me. Season 50, Kami.
Yeah, we get it.
Dragon Ball. That's an interesting topic. Kai's turn is next.
Yeah,
So since you took Black Clover, I would have to do. This one gets a lot of hate too.
Tokyo Ghoul Season 2. Did I get it?
No, I don't think you did.
Now I gotta change it. I can't just let you keep guessing them like that. I gotta change it now. You're putting me on the spot.
You're 2 for 2, Mental. Oh my god.
I can't be that predictable.
Hockey's too high.
No, Kai, go for it. Go for it.
Turn off your gear.
Tokyo Ghoul Re, they say it's not as good as the first one, which I agree to some extent. But I liked it. I feel like it did a good job representing the manga. I feel like it didn't really stray off from the manga a lot.
Tokyo Ghoul Re is season 3 or 4, or is it 2? I can't remember.
I think it's season 2, but don't quote me on that. It was like when he changed to like a ghoul exterminator. I love the character for Tokyo Ghoul Re. If you guys watch Tokyo Ghoul Re, I love the coffee scene when he went in to get coffee. It was when he like started crying for no reason. That was a great scene. I feel like just Tokyo Ghoul Re just got a lot of hate for like no person.
So Giant Boy hasn't seen Tokyo Ghoul Re, I believe, right?
No, I've only seen the first season of Tokyo Ghoul, and
Yeah.
then I'm like, I'm done.
So I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna actually be with Kai on this one. So I thought Tokyo Ghoul Route A was season 2, but I might be wrong. So I'm just gonna say season 2, 3, or 4, if that to make it easier. Okay. So here's my opinion. Tokyo season 2, it wasn't as bad as people say. I liked a lot of scenes in it. Some scenes didn't make as much sense as others, but a lot of people are like, why does he join his tormentors? And that's a good representation of why. But here's the thing. What's going on in Kaneki's head is, well, at least this is what's going on in the anime. I haven't finished the manga, but what's going on in Kaneki's head is, I'm okay if I'm worthless as long as I can protect others around me and make them feel their worth. It's a feeling that I have had as well in my own past, so I can kind of understand it, where he just wants to protect everybody around him. And I really like how it's done. I think they should. I didn't like the lab scene. I felt like that scene was kind of dumb. But season 2, I actually wish that they continued with that. Season 3 is when I got into issues. So season 3 tried to go back onto like the manga track, but the problem was without context, we had no idea what was going on. So it ended up being like really bad. But yeah, I can agree that to say Tokyo Ghoul season 2 is hated on, and it shouldn't be hated on as much. I can understand it being hated on though at the same time, because it did go off track on the manga quite a bit. From what I hear, I haven't read much of the manga, but it's a really good manga.
What war crimes did I commit? What war crimes did I commit? Okay, we're on.
Oh boy.
Ridiculing Kai for his war crimes because you said that Tokyo Ghoul season 2 was good, and that's a sin. I still feel so bad for the Tokyo Ghoul fan base. They literally got one of the worst adaptations of all time, being how confusing it got. And I can understand people's hatred for season 2, but I can also understand people's love for it. I'm kind of in the middle with it because I haven't read the manga.
You feel sorry for Tokyo Ghoul fans? Feel sorry for Hunter x Hunter fans. They've been waiting for like 13 years.
Oh, don't remind me. But honestly, I feel more sorry for the Berserk fans who haven't gotten a single good animation yet.
We don't talk about that. What animation? Seven Deadly Sins season 3. When is that coming out?
Oh, ew. Actually, no, you're right. That's awful.
That wasn't made by a studio. That's a fan animation. It's a fan animation from some guy in Afghanistan that lives in his mother's basement. I'm telling you, there's only a Seven Deadly Sins season 2 right now.
Oh my god, Seven Deadly Sins. Don't even tell me about Seven Deadly Sins 3. Is that
Seven Deadly Sins season 3 is underrated.
No. Well, here's what I'm gonna do with that.
No, that's not. I'm not. That's not my pick. That's not my pick. Okay, I thought you thought that was what I was saying for my second pick. Was that?
Yeah,
I said,
no, I'm just gonna say read the manga.
Right. So we're gonna move on to me. My pick is Seven Deadly Sins season 3.
You're kidding.
Wait, actually,
listen, Seven Deadly Sins season 3 is the greatest anime ever. To the fact that it doesn't even exist, yet people are talking about it.
You're bullshitting.
Alright, interspecies reviewers. It is a 10 out of 10, but it should be an 11 out of 10.
You're bullshitting.
Mike, you had to put the hentai in there, didn't you? Oh gosh.
I did watch interspecies review. I actually had somebody message me if I would be willing to review it.
Episode 3 was pretty good.
I watched episode 1, 2, and 3, but then I started reading One Piece again, so all my attention was in One Piece.
There's a new 8th Deadly Sin, and that's season 3's animation. That's great.
Actually, there is a video that I'll share with you. It's by Exelian, I think his name is. I forget his name. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I will share it with you as soon as I find it. But it talks about the hidden 8th sin in both what's it called? The 7 Deadly Sins and in Fururu Metru Alchemist de Brazuhoto.
What do you mean?
There is a hidden...
The 8th sin is 7 Deadly Sins season 3.
I'll show you the video
The
when I
guy
find
said,
after the stream.
somebody
Okay.
said, Doom said underrated hentai. Number one, Boku no Pico. I feel like it gets a lot of hate.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, like people use it as like I saw this like torture video. It was like how to torture a weeb, and like part 3, they made him watch Boku no Pico, and it was like stupid, like because like that's such a good show.
I mean, what's bad about it? Like, there's kids and everything. Like, it's everything you would want in a hentai.
Okay, no, we're not getting into the pedo jokes. Cut those out.
Alright, okay.
Oh wait, this is live. Gosh dang it. No, I've never watched Pico.
You never watch Pico? I feel like the only time a person would watch Boku no Pico is for the memes. Kind of like Two Girls One Cup.
No, I
People
heard
will watch
PewDiePie
memes.
say it, so then I looked it up and I watched the first like 2 minutes. He then as soon as it got to Pico licking ice cream off of somebody's chest, I was like, wait, what the heck is this? And I exited. Deadly science. No, I'm just messing with you guys.
So what is your number 2 pick?
Oh, for hentai?
Get him out of here.
Gentio! Did you know Gentai is the greatest culture animation thingy in the universe? Okay, my number 2 pick is Full Metal Alchemisto.
The first one, not the Brotherhood.
Oh no, that was actually my second pick. Are you ready for my second pick?
Wait.
I doubt
Here's one
I doubt Johnny Boy and Kai have heard of this. Or anybody in the chat. Eden of the East.
Go for it.
Yeah, I did.
So, Eden of the East, it's probably one of my favorite survival game kind of animes. It's Johnny, have you ever seen Future Diaries?
No, I have not.
So but you know the idea.
Diaries
It's
are
like
funny.
a phone, right?
Yeah.
So you know that type of anime, the survival phone type anime. Well, Eden of the
Oh,
East.
isn't that one?
Eden of the East is like that, except instead of it being like a death game where like you have a diary that can read the future, or you have a phone game that lets you evolve your body to kill people. Instead of that, you get money. You get I think it's $10 billion, and with that money, you have to save Japan. It's a survival game because if you use the money on yourself too much, or if you misuse the money, then the supporter will kill you. And whoever saves Japan first lives. The rest of the people die. It's a very interesting anime. I really enjoyed it. And to add that on icing, the main character's memories are completely wiped. So you watch this man as he has to learn about this game while learning about himself. And he thinks that he's a terrorist at first, and it's really cool how that plot evolves.
Interesting. I do like that kind of. I do like that part of a lot of animes where they focus a lot about the psychological characteristics of different characters.
Mm-hmm.
As long as that's why I like ReZero so much, to be honest.
Johnny Boy. Unless Kai wants to say something.
Say something about what?
Eden of the East.
Eden of the East. Eden of the East was alright. It's not on my like top 5 anime, but
Oh no, it's far. It's like
yeah.
for me top 50, top 40. I just think it's underrated because
not a lot of people have heard of it.
yeah, and I feel like it's just as good as Future Diaries, in my opinion.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I feel like Future Diaries is well, that's for a different video.
Future Diaries was a banger.
Only because you know is this.
Fate Apocalypse was a banger too. I feel like Fate and Future Diaries are the same. No, I'm joking. But Eden of the East was a pretty good anime. I liked it.
I feel like it's underrated in the sense that not a lot of people have seen it. I think it has the right score, the right amount of positivity in its community, and the right amount of negativity in the community. I just feel like it's underrated in the sense that there's only like 100K people that have seen it, or like 500,000, something like that.
My man Ron said, the more Kai talks, he becomes more of an edgelord, and then he says, we stand Kai. I do like more of the darker toned anime.
Same here. I like a lot of dark anime, like Future Diaries.
Future Diaries is a banger.
Oh, underrated opinion. I like the ending to the Future Diaries anime more than the OVA ending.
Yeah. One of the endings I hated.
Oh, sorry. Like, 1 second. OVA ending. Comes back. Comes to what's his name, and they like hug, kiss, all that, and that's the end of the anime. When they meet as gods and they're the same, like in the same realm as well. Whereas, in my opinion, the other ending is where it actually ends on a very depressing note, and I feel like the anime should have ended on that. Personally, that's just my personal opinion. I can understand people liking the OVA ending better, though. What's your other edgy opinions?
Fuck you. My other opinion, fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, Promise Neverland. Top five best anime.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, actually. Promise Neverland is so freaking good.
I've only seen episode 1.
Like the first.
No spoilers. No spoilers. I've only seen episode 1.
Yeah. I won't.
Oh
the first
my gosh!
episodes,
Get on it.
How have you not seen? Literally, season 2 is like this year.
I'm too busy focusing on Winter 2020 anime.
First 2 seasons, best seasons of my life. I think one of the best anime I've ever watched would probably be a tie between Overlord, Promise Neverland, and
this guy thinks Overlord's the best anime. We need to burn him, guys.
Overlord. Listen, I feel like that's another underrated anime. Overlord. Like there's a few people that just talk shit on it. And it's like, name one bad thing of Overlord. You can't.
It is. But, okay, let me tell you what Overlord. Overlord is it has a lot of cliche stuff. However, listen. I really find Overlord entertaining. Overlord is extremely entertaining, and that's what I love about it. That is why it's one of my favorite animes. But critically speaking, Overlord shouldn't really be up there. But in my opinion, it was the entertaining level made it up there. It was very cool watching this evil mastermind.
Yeah, and there's not.
Hey, Ron, Spokesel, you're begging me to watch Overlord. Yes, I love Overlord. I will say that without a doubt. But I will admit, critically speaking, Overlord isn't one of those top animes. I find it entertaining.
Who's this Ron guy?
Huh?
Who's this Ron guy? Who's this Ron guy? Is in our campaign? I'll make sure to kill him. No, I'm joking.
No, he's in my server. Discord server, the Kingdom of Anime.
Oh, okay. So I do know him. So we're in the same server together.
He's calling you. My whole chat's calling you edgy.
I don't know why my opinion's edgy. Just because I like Overlord? Oh my god.
Overlord's a good anime.
It is a fantastic anime.
I love the anime. I love it so much, but it's also only for specific people. You can show it to some people and they'll find it completely boring. Yeah, it's only for a certain taste. And that is probably the biggest criticism for it, and that's why people call it boring.
Name me another big anime or like a good anime that has like the protagonist be like a villain. Like name me like one. Like there's none that I can think of at the top of my head that are like as good as Overlord.
Isekai Quartet. The main character is Ainzul Gon. Well, one of them.
Yep.
I'm about to slap you.
You asked. Should I put a picture of Isekai Quartet on the podcast so like people who haven't seen Isekai Quartet know what I'm talking about? It's
like one of those school chibi animes. It has those.
It's such a good one. It's such a good one.
They have the Konosuba. They have that girl from the military who's really cool. I love that anime too, by the way. They have ReZero, and they have Ainzo Gon, and I think that's it. And everybody knows.
It really, honestly feels like Konosuba with an extended cast.
Yo, another thing, Konosuba is like not as good as people say.
What? Excuse me, I beg to differ.
Hey, this is an overrated anime, boys. This is underrated.
Yeah, we'll save
anime.
that for another podcast.
It's the Kai Quartet on the screen.
I have one that
Yeah, it's your turn, Johnny boy.
A lot of people.
We got off topic.
I was gonna say for like next time I have one that's gonna be
Oh yeah, I already have like a list of 30 overrated anime.
Oh gosh.
JoJo being one of them. I like how for underrated anime, guess who I pick? JoJo. For overrated anime, what do I pick? JoJo.
JoJo has it all, covers it all. Anyway.
Interspecies Reviewers is underrated, and it's a 10 out of 10.
I've never seen anyone diss interspecies review.
Anybody who disses interspecies reviewers belongs on a cross.
Or in Australia, apparently.
Oh, in Australia they hang people who don't like interspecies reviewers?
No, it's just the whole controversy of we should ban anime from Australia.
Isn't that because of interspecies reviewers that they're saying that?
No, it's actually because of Goblin Slayer and like some other ecchi anime that I can't think of.
If it was because of interspecies...
Eromanga Sensei, there.
If it was because of interspecies reviewers, I was going to say no wonder they're having fires. Oh wait, what? You guys heard nothing.
Goblin Slayer,
listen. This is a joke. I'm okay joking about everything. You can joke about me when I'm dead. You can joke about... If I get the coronavirus and die, at my funeral, I want like a slideshow of PewDiePie making fun of the coronavirus. That's what I want at my funeral. If I die from the coronavirus, I am a jokester. Don't be offended if you guys live in Australia. I know you guys ride kangaroos. Please don't be offended. I know, like, the fires are messing up the kangaroos and the koalas, and it's really sad. But I mean, like, if you help stop the fires, it's okay to crack a joke or two. Okay, as long as you don't make fun of those koalas. If you make fun of those koalas, then I will hunt you down and talk to your parents. I can't threaten her. YouTube will sue me.
That is true.
I didn't say. Wait. I didn't say Konosuba was.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say.
Can we play the clip back?
I didn't say Konosuba was bad. I said it was overrated.
I can understand that. I don't think that's super overrated, but I don't think it's underrated either. I think
no, I'm not.
Yeah.
So I do have one that's overhyped.
I'm not mad, Ron. I swear.
I have an anime.
The heart.
Oh yeah, Johnny boy, it's your turn. Don't feel bad.
I have my final anime. Isn't more overrated, more overhyped than anything.
This is underrated. What? You mean underhyped?
Oh wait. That's my brain. My brain isn't functioning today.
It's because we got so off topic.
yes, it is. There was one more. I'm trying. Oh, there's one that isn't really talked about a whole lot. Not much light is shown on it, but I feel like it deserves a little bit of light. It's called Radiant.
Never heard of.
Mm-hmm. So it's about a boy named Seth. He is a wizard, and in this world of floating islands and stuff, it's basically like One Piece in the sky and with magic. They go from island to island, searching for the place called the Radiant.
It obviously didn't last 900 episodes.
Is that Children of the Whales or something? Never mind. Forget what I said.
Not a whole lot of people talk about it, but everyone who does says it's mediocre. But I honestly really like it. the characters are fun. The main character Seth is has a lot of really cool fight scenes. He goes through a lot of growth. I highly recommend the series for those people who haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Well, then I highly recommend it to you.
Okay.
Another underrated, I feel like another underrated anime. Before anyone says anything.
Wait,
Ron,
let me
if you
try to
see-
guess it. Okay. Another underrated anime. Give me one clue, like you always do.
So like, people say like it's too dark. And
Okay, I have no clue. What is it?
yeah. So like before you say anything, Ron, I'm not edgy, but I feel like another underrated anime
Tokyo Ghoul
would probably
again.
be would probably be Goblin Slayer. A lot of people hate on it for its like dark topics. Like when it first came out, there was a lot of like
If you don't
SJW
like
stuff.
dark topics, then just don't watch it. Go run away.
Yeah, there was like a lot of SJW things. Like it was like with rape and stuff. Like what happened with Shield Hero basically. When the girl like falsely accused him of rape, people were like dogging on it. I'll agree the first two episodes. If you get past the first two episodes, you'll like the whole series. It's the first two episodes are a little bit dodgy, and I stopped and then I repicked it up, and I'm glad I repicked it up. It's a really good anime, and I really like.
Goblin Slayer?
Yeah, I watched Goblin Slayer until like I forget what it was called, but it was a like this ogre, I think. And the Goblin Slayer brought out a scroll that just brought down an entire ocean of water on the guy. Pierced
I
it.
remember that. I remember that.
That's where I stopped. It's not because it's a bad show. I don't think it's bad. But it's just I had other interests that I was pursuing. I don't remember what I was pursuing at the time. But I probably should pick it up again. You know, once I'm done with One Piece and reading the 7 Deadly Sins and gosh. I'm actually halfway done with One Piece.
A.A. Ron says, Kai, I respect your opinion. It is very valuable. But I, as an intellectual, I disagree with your opinion. And I think that you are so edgy.
Okay, Ron. What do you think is an underrated anime? I'll dog you on it. I'll say you're edgy, no matter what anime you pick.
Okay, guys, I watched Goblin
I can just imagine
Slayer.
him saying like,
I've seen
Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
I watched Goblin Slayer because I thought it was Demon Slayer.
Not a baka. What the fuck's that?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. Non-baka. You're a baka. Obviously, Aaron's, you guys just have crap opinions because we are the teachers, which means our opinions are objective. So accept it. Whether Kai is edgy or not, he has an objective opinion.
Okay. I've watched this anime actually. The prison one with the guys. It's really weird. The first like 5 episodes, I thought I stumbled onto the yaoi section. And,
Devilman
it just
Crybaby.
got really weird, especially with that like black guy with green hair. It was just got really yaoi like. But other than that, it was like pretty decent.
There's a series this year that I feel like is completely underrated. Oda Cinnamon Nobunaga. It's I think its translation is that exactly. Actually, it's Japanese and it's English. It's called that. It's basically about like this Japanese samurai general guy who gets reincarnated as a dog, but he's the dog of a high school girl.
I think I've seen that.
It's a new anime. It's on episode 11, I think. I'm on episode 7 in it, but it is absolutely hilarious. I have never laughed so hard in my life. It's only rated a 6. I think it should be rated higher, personally. I don't know why I would rate it. I haven't seen enough of it to give it a good rating, I don't think. But
yeah, and I feel like another underrated anime, even though it has not even a single episode, just because of but people have just been underrating it because of the first scene. It would be I'm a spider, so what? The manga was so amazing. The anime is gonna be 100% a banger. It's like a shield hero but with a spider. It's a really good anime. The manga's amazing. Um, I'm really excited for the new anime coming up. I feel like the God of High School anime is gonna be good. Tower of God anime is gonna be good. And it's just there's so many good animes that are coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Poxel likes me. Poxel 100% likes me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Poxel's got a nice.
Okay, are you wearing socks?
Yep.
Good, you're wearing socks. Oh crap, I'm not wearing socks!
I'm wearing socks.
Okay, any other series? Of course, Johnny Boy's gonna say Fairy Tale 2014 next.
When I said time, I meant at all of Fairy Tale. Period.
Nah, you guys do it. Your three series were Fairy Tale 2014, and Fairy Tale Final Series. Boys, prepare the cross. Okay, I feel like there's no more.
Yeah, I feel like there's enough. That was enough to be said.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's opinion's wrong. I feel like I'm the only person who's
Excuse
right.
me, I have an objective
The feeling's
opinion.
mutual.
I feel like Poxel's opinions is 100% wrong.
You're wrong.
I feel like
Okay, fine. I
what's
got one more series I'll do, because I'm not counting Cinnamon, because nobody said anything. The two series I've said, nobody has said anything, but like everything that comes out of Johnny Boy's and Kai's mouth, we like do a 2-hour discussion on. What was the first Oh yeah, I did JoJo first, didn't I?
yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't even remember because your opinion is so irrelevant.
Dang. So I actually think that one of the animes is I Don't Want to Get Hurt, so I'll max out my defense that we mentioned earlier. I feel like it's slightly underrated. It only has 25,000
No.
users.
No, I don't think that it's
I think
underrated,
it's.
because
I think
all
it's.
I
I
hear
think
are
it's
good
too.
things.
I think it's too low key. Like it's like one of those animes where like you type in YouTube like anime sub episode 1 and you just find it and you're like, oh cool. It's like not one of those like you won't find it playing on like Adult Swim at like 5 a.m. like you
I
would see
really
My
enjoyed it.
Hero.
I don't know about you, but like I loved that series.
Underrated anime, My Hero. I'm kidding. I'm
Who
kidding.
said that? Did somebody say it?
No. I said that. I feel like an overrated anime would probably be a tad bit, a tad bit My Hero. I feel like it's a tad bit.
Overrated.
Honestly,
A little bit more than a tad bit overrated. I'm sorry. I don't know. I tried My Hero. I didn't really like it. You got
Like my favorite character in My Hero is Kai. That's actually where I got my name.
Kai.
Yeah, Kai Chisaki Overhaul. I love him.
Oh, Overhaul's great.
He like touches you and you fucking disintegrate. I love that. I love
And then
that.
he can freaking bring it back.
You know what
Yeah.
I think is underrated? The ending to Erased. I feel like a lot of people give it a bunch of crap, and I don't think it deserves that crap.
I have not seen it.
The sad thing is, I think Kai has the best opinions.
Kai's a guest.
Wait, who said that?
This is his only time being on the show, Ron's. Maybe in the future he'll be on a couple more, but he's a guest.
So that's yeah.
Expect me more. I'm one of Poxel's only friends. No,
Dang.
no, I'm joking.
exposed
Don't
me.
kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill
Johnny
me.
Boy.
I don't.
It's fine. The other co.
I don't want.
No, it's fine. I have friends, but we might we might struggle to find guests because the other co-hosts don't have any friends.
I like how Ron
Excuse me,
started
I
to call
have
it-
friends.
I like
Do you
Ron
know-
started to call me Edgy.
No, you're a fairy tale fan.
You know what friends I have.
Oh, okay, Johnny Boy. Forget I said anything. Johnny Boy.
Yes.
We're besties, right, Johnny Boy? Become my best friend, man. Come on.
I like that.
Let's see.
Look at my profile picture. I'm a yandere. You want me?
I like how Ron was
Fine.
like, "You're edgy," and was calling all my opinion edgy, and now he's just sucking up to me.
What was Kai's opinions that were good? Oh yeah, I agree with some of them. I disagree with you saying that Tokyo Ghoul season 2 as a whole is underrated. I think it has its good parts and its bad parts. I feel like people shouldn't make fun of it as much as they do.
I've only heard bad things about.
Yeah, I agree. I've only heard bad things. I don't think it deserves only bad things. I feel like it deserves some praise. It has done some stuff right. I'm not saying everything in it were right.
Why'd you just wait? Ron, that makes me think. I think
Ron's
that
doesn't
thing
make
is- I
sense.
think
Remember, he can't read. So
I think Kai has the best opinions, and he's like, none of his opinions were good. They're just
What opinions-
right?
what opinions? Oh yeah, I kind of was more talking about your
Okay.
guys' opinions because
Hey, Ron,
nobody talked about my opinions. Eden of the East, nobody has anything to say about. Kai has
I agreed,
one
'cause I
sentence.
agreed.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Exactly. JoJo Part 2. Huh. You guys were silent about that barely. What was my third
Well,
one?
I talked about it. I talked about it a bit.
Ron, what's your second overrated anime? Because I'm just gonna start dissing you. I'm just gonna start demolishing your argument.
He likes My Hero Academia. I can ban him.
No, I'm kidding. I like.
Have you guys seen Chobits?
No, I have not. I've
good,
heard
I'm
of
not
it
good
though.
with, I'm not good with names. I'm good with pictures.
Evangelion
What's it
is
called?
underrated.
Oh my god, I hate mecha anime. The only one I liked is Friend X, and the fucking girl is the only person who saved them.
You know
Nobody
what?
watched. Nobody watched for the mecha. Let's be honest. Everybody watched for the girl. Nobody watched for the mecha scenes.
I think we should end it here.
Oh, wait,
honestly.
no, there's one other thing I'd like to say. I
Alright,
think the
alright.
original FMA is underrated. And hear me out. I feel like the original FMA...
Didn't you already say?
No, I didn't. I was jokingly saying it. But now I'm going to be serious about it. The original FMA, I don't feel like it's talked about nearly as much just because of how good Brotherhood was. But then also Brotherhood had a trash beginning. Don't you guys remember that? Like,
Yeah.
the first
it was
like
pretty bad.
the first 15 episodes of Brotherhood were absolute garbage. Like they were very underdeveloped and they just assumed that you had already seen the original. But like the original anime had such a good start, even a decent middle. It kind of got a little bit bad near the end, but even then, like, I don't think that the FMA's ending is terrible. But I don't think it's better than Brotherhood. I gave it a lower rating than Brotherhood because Brotherhood is better middle and end. But I don't think that's terrible like people like proclaim. Like I remember my brother used to proclaim that the original FMA was absolute trash. The worst thing on the planet.
That's not what I've been hearing, but
High School
I
DxD is underrated.
okay. And with that, I think
Listen.
And with that, I feel like we should
Okay.
end. I feel like we're the dumbest person alive.
Okay, fine. The last thing we'll end off. High School DxD is far from underrated. It's I actually view as overrated by a billion. But
My brother watched High School DxD and he praises it like a godsend. And I want to kill him. I want to stab a knife through his neck.
well, I mean, he must be attracted to titties, but that's about it. That's the only reason I can find.
There's literally like the girls in there like 18 and 12.
Excuse me, I have good opinions. I gave Interspecies Reviewers an 11 out of 10, and I still view it as underrated.
Hey Ron, what's on your shirt? Boom, gotcha. Made you look, dumbass. I feel like that's where we should. I feel like that's where we should. End.
Anyway, my name is Pokesel, the host, followed by the co-host Johnny Boy. Go subscribe to his channel. And we are followed with our guest Kai. He's the guest of the day. Anyway, I hope we taught you guys why you guys should believe that your opinions are bullcrap, and why our opinions are objective, even if though they were not all in agreement. Most of them were, but yeah. Just remember, Johnny Boy has trash taste, and yours truly is out.
He for real looked.
Man, I feel like I'm being attacked here.
Listen, Johnny Boy, you like Fairy Tail. You should expect it.
He actually looked. How did he look?
Wait, what? No, hey, Ron's looked!
I said, look down at your shirt, and I said, made you look dumbass.
And then Ron's is calling you edgy. Well, I mean, your profile picture is a little bit on the edge side.
It's
What?
I mean,
what? It's literally a person in a fucking pajama. You gonna call that edgy? What?
Yeah.
You literally have a.
It's
You literally have a
edgy
yandere.
because it's
You literally have a yandere. You literally have a yandere in your picture.
Excuse me, yanderes are edgy. They're hot.
Anyways, it's a dual picture. There's a girl version, and that someone else has.
Oh, aw. How adorable. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today.
We're still rolling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of didn't want to end it off with saying that Johnny Boy's taste was trash, because that's kind of a bad way to end something.
I'd say.
Just saying, my profile picture is a yandere because I lost a bet, so don't judge me.
Right. No other reasons at all.
No other reasons. I mean, why would I pick Yuno out of the billion yanderes out there? Low-key, Yuno drives Future Diaries. Like, without Yuno, Future Diaries would be bullcrap. Okay, I feel alone because nobody's responding. Why are you calling
Well,
me
you see,
again?
I don't know anything.
Then watch Future Diaries, Johnny boy. You have a minute. You can get caught up.
If I get quarantined up in Maine, you know what?
You'll watch Future Diaries, and you'll finish Bleach, and you watch
I will
Somali
not
and the
finish
Forest
Bleach.
Spirit. I had to try. But still, let's get some hype in the chat for Bleach being back, boys. And gals, I'm not racist or sexist, whatever you want to claim. Anyway, remember to stay cool, I guess. I don't know.
Why do they keep calling me a rat?
Wow, Baka. Now, I guess Toxel is our resident tsundere.
No. Anyway, this is the Anime Academy. Proving why we should exist because your opinions are garbage and you need guidance. Signing out.
Later.